All right, friends, it's an early morning. It's actually Sunday. It's about 6:30 a.m. This is a perfect time, in my opinion, to mill lumber. It's nice and cool. The sun's not out yet, and it's just perfect weather. Fall's coming right now, and I really enjoy this time of year. I would say October's always probably been my favorite month, just because of the weather. Holidays are coming, the air, temperatures, scenery. It's just my favorite time of year. Always has been. But I try to be a respectful neighbor, so it is Sunday. So I'm not gonna try to set up the mill till at least 7. I want to give my neighbors a chance to sleep. Even though they're not that close by, they're several hundred feet away from the mill, I still want to be respectful and let them enjoy their Sunday morning. But the mill is really building up a lot of lumber, as you can see. And I need somewhere to put this that's flat, easy to get to, but yet out of the way, to allow this lumber to air dry so I can use it. And that's today's project. We're going to be milling up some of the leftover pieces of poplar. When I cut the logs on the mill last time you saw me when we were making these rafters, I needed 10-foot rafters for this building. And I cut them, all my logs are 16 feet pretty much, because I cut them all that length when I cleared this whole area for the mill yard. So I got a bunch of 6-foot leftover pieces, and I think those will make some nice, maybe 4x4 runners that I can put all my wood on. So let's get at it. right, so let's figure out where I'm going to put them. So I kind of want to keep this center area of the mill open so that trucks coming down can turn around and there's plenty of room. So it's going to be on one of the edges. I'm thinking somewhere somewhat dry and in the sun so they can dry out when air dry good. Cut-offs pile started. These build up really fast. This is like maybe 5 or 6 hours of total milling time. And then there's also a bunch up by the mill still. But those are going to make some really good firewood. I'm actually thinking of cutting them into like 8-foot bundles and selling them to like maple syrup guys and girls. But I'm not sure if I might just cut them up for my own firewood. But going back to the project at hand, don't want them in the way of the firewood cages. I've been storing implements down there. I think the best spot is probably going to be up here. It's drier, it's fairly flat. I mean, there is a canopy above it, but I can't really help that. All the edges are going to have that, so I think I'm going to put it right here. Well, I can't believe it. That's actually pretty darn close to being the same. Of course, might have to check the ends because the ends could be different, but that's the reason I milled these stickers, you know, 4x4s, whatever you want to call them. I call them stickers because that's what we always had under the piles when we unloaded trucks with a forklift doing construction. But the reason I milled them not square, so I could rotate them 90 degrees and have variation in the heights, which worked out perfect. You saw those three were just maybe 3/4 of an inch low or so. So I rotated them and they happen to be 3/4 of an inch different one way to the other. I think they're like 4 by 3 1/4 or thereabouts. But I really need this to get pretty level, because if these aren't straight, your boards aren't going to dry straight. And you're going to end up with a lot of problems, crooked boards, and that's not what I want to happen. I want this to go smooth. I want everything to dry nice, and I think this is going to work out nice. Let's try the end. It's pretty darn good too. If this end is good, that's going to be absolutely a gorgeous thing. Not bad. I mean, it's off just a hair, but nothing I can't live with. So that's going to do it good. Have any stickers yet. I'm gonna end up making a bunch of 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch strips. I'll probably mill some 3/4 inch boards and then I'll rip them on the table saw, but that's gonna be another project for another day. For now, I'm just gonna stack them, leave a space in between the boards. I might, because of how wide this is, I might be able to do it in 2 layers, which won't be bad. At least it'll get air going one way until I can get the stickers in another video. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's video, friends. It's a lot of work, but like I said, I know I need stickers in between the boards. I don't have any stickers yet. I'm going to mill them one thing at a time. I can only do so much in any given time. I'm usually by myself, by the way, which I'm sure you guys have noticed, especially you longer subscribers. I really appreciate you guys coming back, but my kids do help me occasionally, but they're kids, typical teenagers. They don't really love doing this kind of stuff where I do. So my daughter, I would say, likes helping with the wood stuff more, and Brett likes helping with the tractor stuff more. So it's kind of a nice balance, but neither of them love doing this stuff. They're typical kids. But so I try to do the best I can. You know, I work a full-time job and I just do this in my free time, weekends, nights. So I got to balance everything out just like everyone else. So I think this is going to work out good. It's going to be nice. Eventually I want to get a better area to, you know, stack my milled lumber, but for now I think this will do the ticket. I'll be able to stack a bunch of lumber here. I'm probably going to mill all the lumber for the mill yard sawmill shed and stack it all here. So that's going to be rafters, the 4 corner posts, the 2 carrying beams, ridge pole, fascia boards, rakes, you know, etc., purlins. I think I'm going to do metal on the roof. Let me know what you guys think. But my thoughts are, if I do metal on the roof, I can just do my rafters 2 feet on center, my 2x8 rafters, and then a 2x4 purling, you know, every 2 feet or so go in the opposite direction, perpendicular, and then I can just put my metal on that. Whereas if I did shingles, I would really have to mill like 1-inch thick boards and cover the entire roof deck with boards and then shingle it, which would also involve drip edge, tar paper. You know, I really should use ice and water, so it's a lot more work. I think it's going to be more money, definitely more work. Just milling those 1-inch roof boards for the shingles is going to be a lot more work, and I think the metal roofing is actually going to help snow slide better, and I think it'll look nice. I could do like a dark brown color or even a green to match the Woodland Mills color. Either way, I think it will blend in nicely with the surrounding area. It'll look sharp. And let me know what you guys think, metal or shingles. I'm leaning towards metal at this point, but that's going to do it for today's video. I will see you guys next time.